My three chattery reasons for living, my daughters, Scarlett, Sienna, and Nova, were even more animated than usual this morning as they ate their breakfast. Maybe it's because today was the first day of summer break, and their favorite babysitter, 17-year-old Allison, would be their full-time companion for the next 2.5 months. Maybe they were feeding off my emotional state. I tried to hide it, but this was a big day for me, too. I couldn't deny I was shaky inside, with exhilaration and determination.
Can we go swimming every day, Allie?
4-year-old Nova asked.
We'll go swimming a lot if you want to,
the babysitter said, taking the fourth chair at the table. Allison had shown up right on time at 7:30, her eyes bright and eager for her first day of her summer job. I trusted Allison. She was the most responsible 17-year-old I'd ever met, and loved my girls. But this was new. Full-time was a lot. My girls were a lot. One day at a time, Nova, I told my youngest, as I filled my travel mug with coffee.
I want to do all the things,
she said in a burst of exuberance that almost always made me grin. Right now, the thing you need to do is eat your breakfast, I told her, dumping ice cubes into my 5-gallon water cooler I took to the job site every day, wherever we were working.
I'm done, but Sienna's not,
Nova said. I glanced over my shoulder. Nova's and Scarlett's plates were indeed empty. Sienna's had a half-eaten piece of toast and both her sausage links, which were pushed to the farthest side of her plate. What's wrong with your food, Sienna? I asked.
Sausage is just you, Daddy,
Sienna said, wrinkling her nose. You ate it yesterday, I said. She stared at her plate, nostrils flaring, head shaking, as her sisters looked on.
It's just sausage, Cece,
Nova preached. Sienna picked up her toast instead and took a dainty bite.
I'll take your sausage,
Scarlett, Sienna's fraternal twin, offered enthusiastically. Sienna shoved her plate to her sister and continued to eat her toast. I shrugged and considered it settled, then glanced at the time. 20 till 8. Time for me to boogie. I turned to Allison. There's plenty in the fridge for lunch for all of you. If you go to the beach, don't forget the arm floats for Nova.
A novel place is having story time at 11, so I thought I'd take them,
Allison said, and I swear if I could double her wages, I would. They'll love it, I said. I took my wallet out and gave her a couple of bills when the girls weren't looking. Get them each one book, I told her quietly. Money was tight, as usual, but books were one thing I stretched to make work. Money would be less tight if I landed Davis Morton's position at work. My phone buzzed with a text message. I pulled it out of my pocket to see my boss's name. Levi, running late. Plumbing emergency at my mom's. Start without me. West, I got it covered. Take care of your mom. You sure? You good with this? 100% sure. I got to roll, I told Allison and my girls. Love you, squirrels, I said to my daughters, rounding the kitchen table and kissing each in turn.
Love you, Daddy,
they all said. I grabbed my lunch from the fridge, my day's worth of beverages, and my work bag. Be good for Allison, I called on my way out the door. Allison, call if you need anything.
We'll be fine,
the babysitter assured me. I headed out into the morning sunshine. The weather was already promising to be sweltering by afternoon. I was thankful to be starting a weeks-long indoor project, a cush job, as Nick Carlisle, the lead of the other crew in my competition for Davis's job, had pointed out last week. I'd happily take it, as he was overseeing a boathouse, deck, and gazebo build. I climbed into my SUV, my mind switching from little girl mode to work. Levi Dawson, the owner and head contractor, had turned things upside down at work last week, or rather Davis's retirement announcement had. Levi's method of replacing the 50-something workhorse was smart as hell. He'd pitted me versus Nick Carlisle, as we had seniority and the most experience. For the next 2 to 3 months, we'd each lead a crew on separate projects. At the end of the summer, he'd make one of us the foreman directly under him for good. That was going to be me, if I had anything to say about it.